It's that time of year, and the Amazing Race Canada is back. 10 teams started the race in St. John's, but only 9 get to move on after crossing the finish line in Vancouver.
Aaron and Deb, you are the last team to arrive.
Yeah.
I am sorry to tell you this, but that means you've been eliminated from the race.
It's just heartbreaking to have to go out first. But
a high-wire challenge above the streets of Vancouver and a detour on 2 wheels put Aaron and Deb behind during the race. And unfortunately, they were the first team eliminated from the new season, but we are happy to have them in studio with us today. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How does it feel to see that moment again? Is it still heartbreaking?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm sure I'm going to keep watching it, PVR'd it at home, so I'm sure I'm just going to keep playing it back and back and back and just hoping it was different.
but Deb, only one leg, but was it worth it?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And we'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Would you?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because you never know what to expect. And it was just such an awesome experience.
Aaron, let's start back in St. John's. You had to decipher Morse code.
Yes.
You didn't see that coming, did you?
No.
How difficult was that?
It was very hard. It was so fast, and it was hard to tell what was the dash and what was the line, and
how many words there were.
yeah,
Because we only thought there was
hard
2 at the beginning.
How many it was, and you know, we see these teams start leaving, and we're like, okay, we got to figure this out. So.
Deb, in Vancouver, you had to complete a high-wire act that
Yes.
left you dizzy.
Yes, it did.
Take us back to that. What was going through your head?
Well, actually, I'm not afraid of heights,
No.
so that's not the issue.
Yeah, but you could be afraid of that.
Yeah. I have terrible balance. And then when you're not wearing your glasses and you're walking across this tightrope and you fall, and it's like, oh, it's so physically challenging. It really is.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, Aaron, because the day wrapped up with a biking polo challenge. Were these challenges harder than you expected?
Absolutely. I mean,
Maybe not harder. Well, sometimes harder than what we expected, but different than what we expected.
Well, see, this is really fascinating for me because we've all watched The Amazing Race and The Amazing Race Canada. We've all said, you know, I would be great with this person. We'd be a great team. What do you know now that you didn't know then?
And that's exactly what we would tell each other. We'd be like, oh, Mom, you'd be so good at that. Or what detour would you choose? And, you know, we'd agree on the same. It ain't like that.
No, not at all.
So what's it like?
It's so much harder actually doing it because you don't know the physical and the mental toll it actually has on all these competitors. And now that we've actually experienced it for ourselves, you know, it makes it feel so real that we're part of it.
Yeah, and then in our, you know, we were trying to get ourselves into proper shape and muscle tone and different things like that.
You didn't work on your balance, though.
And no.
Should have.
I should have.
My last question is, you know, you go off and you do the race. You get eliminated first, but you can't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Right? What was it like keeping that secret for so long? Because you must have had friends who said, you won, I know you won. How do you keep that secret?
Yes, it was very hard, especially in our small town. You know, word of mouth travels, and they're always speculating and trying to get the littlest bit of us out.
I thought you were going to say with my big mouth, it was hard.
Or that.
Well, guys, thank you so much. Listen, everybody wants to get on the race. You won just for getting on the race, so congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming in this morning.
Thanks so much.
And you can catch The Amazing Race Canada Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. on CTV.